All right, today we're going to talk about the exterior angle theorem, but first we're going to start off with the warm-up. One traditional method is to simply cross-multiply, and we would get 7 times 5 equals 10 times x plus 5. Okay, and we can simplify that further. 7 times 5 is 35. Equals, and then distributive property with the 10, and we get 10x plus, and then 10 times 5 is 50. Okay, and then next, to solve for x, to get rid of the 50, I'm going to subtract 50 on both sides of the equal sign, and that's going to go away. And now I've got 35 minus 50 is going to give me negative 15. And equals 10x, and then divide both sides by 10, and we're going to get x equals negative 1.5. Now, an alternative way to do this is I could say, okay, let's look here. We've got 7 over x plus 5 equals 10 over 2, right? Well, 10 over 5. You know 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2, right? So if I've got 7 over x plus 5 equals 2, then I can multiply both sides by x plus 5, and then I get 7 equals 2 times x plus 5, right? If I multiply both sides by x plus 5 to make that go away. And then I can do distributive property with the 2. And then I've got 7 equals 2x plus 10. Okay, subtract 10 on both sides. And then we get negative 3 equals 2x, and then divide both sides by 2, and we get same answer is that x equals negative 1.5. Okay, now let's look at this problem. This is similar to what we did in class. You know this is 25, you know this is 50. How do you figure out x? So you know all the angles in a triangle add up to 180, so I could do 25, let's zoom in here. So I can say 25 plus 50, add that together, I get 75, and then I have 180 minus 75, and we're going to get 105. Okay, so this angle here is going to be 105. Now, if this is 105, then I can figure out why, because these two are a linear pair. So I can do 180 minus 105, and we are going to get 75. Okay, and then to figure out z, I can say that this makes a linear pair, right? So I could say 180 minus 50 is going to give me 130. And then finally, let's find w. So this is a linear pair also. So I can do 180 minus 25, and I'm going to get 155. Okay. Now, that's a linear pair, those should add up to 180. That's a linear pair, those should add up to 180. This is a linear pair, those should add up to 180. So using that information, it should make sense that x is 105 because the sum of the angles in a triangle add up to 180, right? And there's two reasons. But now we should be able to figure out that y is 75 for two reasons. One, we could say a linear pair always adds up to 180, right? If that's 105, this has to be 75. Another thing we can say that we just learned is the exterior angles in a triangle should add up to the remote interior angles. So remote means far away. So angles 25 and 50 are far away from this exterior. So 25 and 50, these two remote angles are always going to add up to this exterior angle, no matter what your triangle looks like. And so if 25 plus 50 gives me 75, and we could also prove it using the linear pair idea. Now, okay. Now let's look at the last bit. Okay. This is 75 because it's a linear pair. That's a linear pair, and that's a linear pair. So all the exterior angles, 75, 130, and 155, no matter what type of triangle you have, it's always going to add up to 360. So the exterior angles in a triangle always add up to, we need to fix this, 360. Okay, and that's it for your notes.